Whew. Okay, so I'm going through spiritual warfare as usual, right? My last video I talked about Jonah, the prophet who ran away from his calling, and God basically forced him to prophesy because he ran from a city, from a town, from people who were filled with the devil, who were absolutely filled with demons. And Jonah avoided them and ran away because he felt like it was too much. But God anointed that man to do what he called him to do, to the point that regardless if he ran, God made a way for him to go back and do what the Lord told him to do. And one thing about it, for long, especially in these end days, you can never deny that God called you and chose you. At this point, that it's the end times and Jesus will come back soon, the devil will do everything to try to convince you that you're everything but what God told you you are. The devil will use people and get in people who have no Jesus in their life, no God in their life, right? To try to tell you who you are when God chose you before you were placed in your mother's womb, when God already declared who you are. If you open the Bible, it'll tell you who you are. But this world likes to make it seem like everything the devil puts in these people and all these doctrines, these systems, these way of being, this way of living, how we have to pay bills and basically die, right? And you go along with the social norms, how people are crazy as a result, how people are narcissistic as a result. And then they put their evil onto the chosen people of God. They let the devil use them so deeply that when they see a child of God, they do everything to beat that child of God down. If you allow the devil to use you, he most definitely will. And he will deceive you. He's a deceiver. So everything this world thinks is right is wrong. And that's in the Bible. What's considered good will be looked at as evil. What's considered evil will be looked at as good. And if you know God, you will know who is of God and who isn't. The real cost of serving the Lord. You're going to take some beatings from the devil, but the devil is only coming after you because of the spirit that's inside of you, that God put in you. And that not for long, the devil will remain in hell forever when Jesus Christ cracks open that sky and his kingdom comes here. So only thing I care about is Jesus coming back. I don't care about this world. I don't care about what nobody got going on, the trends you want to follow, what you want to say is right or wrong, or this or that, whatever you think is your gospel, religious gospel. I know that the Bible, what the Bible says is the truth. And I know that what God told me and came to me as a young child when he called me, and I had a visitation from the Lord at 4 years old. And had my first vision. And then at 16, Jesus visited me again because I forgot. I was beginning to forget. And this world likes to make you forget who you are so that you don't put so you don't follow the instructions of the Lord, so you don't follow your destiny, your calling. It's not so hard as to, okay, I have to be a soldier for God and I'm gonna face battles, and that you will, and God will strengthen you to cast out demons and so forth. But it's like, who wants to go through that, right? Who wants to be attacked by the devil and demon-filled people when nobody wants to seek God, and you're the only person seeking God, and you're the only person trying to make it and do your best and be excellent unto God, be in the right spirit, have a spirit of integrity like Daniel, an excellent spirit, do your work unto the Lord. And spirits in these people get inferior, get jealous, and try to beat you down and make you forget everything that God told you you are, everything that God explained to you, all the instruction that God gave you. It goes out the window because this world will do everything to tear you from the arms of Jesus and call you everything but a child of God and make you into everything but what God told you to be. Thank God Jesus visited me as a child, because if he didn't, I probably would have been everything that everybody thought I'd be, right? Everything that they named me, everything that I'm accused of, right? Okay, but Jesus called me at a child at a young age. He called all of us. He chose many of us, but it's up to us to answer him. And when you answer him, best believe the demons aren't going to like it. They're going to do everything to make you forget who you are. They're going to do everything to tear you from the arms of Jesus, and that being so that you don't step into your power and walk upright. Because when you deny yourself, it makes it easier for the devil to label you. It makes it easier for you to believe the lies that the devil tells, that you're going to be nothing, that you're probably going to be this or that, the worst things, everything but a child of God, and people speaking curses over your life, and you're just going to accept that, knowing that Jesus, when he comes back, that the devil will be destroyed forevermore, and it's already done. It's just a matter of when he comes back. It's just the devil is wreaking his havoc now because he knows that his time is up, that he's stuck in hell, and God forbid you choose that side and you're stuck in hell forever. But it's about belief, because when you don't believe, the devil has deceived this world to think that Jesus isn't real, to think that heaven and hell is fake. But it's like, you join these cults, right? You pull the tarot cards, right? You do all this spiritual hoo-hoo foo-foo, and you don't think God is real? Come on, friend. Wake up. Wake up, because you're deceived. You're told lies. You're believing lies from the enemy. Why? Ask God to open your eyes. You're steady going after a child of God that's done nothing to you. And you join in on this bully train, this hate train. For what? So you could burn in hell? Why would you trade your life for that? Why would you trade your eternity for picking on a child of God, knowing that that child of God is going to do what the Lord said anyways, and that God's will is going to happen no matter what, and that every devil in hell, every demon-possessed individual or misled person getting in the way of God's will be blown out the water. I'm so sorry to tell you that you're not God, that you have no power over people of God, and that your time is up, and that's just it. So have a good life in hell, and hope you choose before it's too late.